Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Kadash. Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shah been the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Now this King Zimri, he was a significant king in the scriptures, and his reign was for 7 days. We know that number 7 is a number of completion according to the scriptures. And so when you go into how he came about, it kind of shows you how the Lord moves. And so Apostle Paul talked about this, and he told us to this is what the scriptures would do. In Romans 15:4 it say, for whatsoever things were written aforetime, like the kings in the ancient days of Israel, when it was many kings in the land of Israel after King David and King Solomon. These things was written aforetime. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. See, we can learn from these kings in First Kings, Second Kings, First Chronicles, Second Chronicles. See, we can learn from these kings because it shows you the Spirit of the Lord, and it shows you how He operates. It says that through patience and comfort of the scriptures, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So when you go into 1 Kings 16, and I think at the beginning it tells you what was going on. It said, okay, it wasn't the beginning of 16. I think it was, it was the beginning of 16, because it talks about the prophet. 16. Yeah. Okay, yeah. 16, it says, the word of the Lord came to Jehu, the son of Ananiah, against Baasha, saying, now this Jehu, or Jehu, however you say that, he was a prophet. So the word of the Lord came to this prophet, and it says pretty much that the house of Baasha is going to be pretty much cursed by the Lord, because he was like Jeroboam and caused the nation of Israel to sin. Okay, like these false prophets today in the nation. Then in verse 6, it says, and but Baasha slept with his fathers and was buried in Tirzah, and Eli his son reigned in his stead. So his son took over. Okay, this is the verse I was looking for, verse 7. It says, and also by the hand of the prophet Jehu, the son of Hananiah, came the word of the Lord against Baasha and against his house, even for all the evil that he did in the sight of the Lord, and provoking him to anger with the work of his hands, and being like the house of Jeroboam, and because he killed him. Okay, and so this is how the Lord is operating. So this man was pretty much prophesied that the Lord is going to do evil to him and his household. Okay. And so it says that Zimri was the captain of it says, and look at verse 9. Let me just read it. And it says his servant Zimri, captain of half his chariots, conspired against him. Okay, so his own man that was on his team pretty much in his army conspired against him. It says, verse 10, it says, and Zimri went in and smote him and killed him in the 27th year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned in his stead. So then he became king. Okay. And so it says he killed all of the kinfolks, the friends of Baasha. And it says in verse 12, it says, thus did Zimri destroy all the house of Baasha according to the word of the Lord, which he spake against Baasha by Jehu the prophet. Okay. So this is pretty much Baasha went off and was wicked and was like Jeroboam, and the Lord told the prophet that he gonna be destroyed in all of his house. And he rose up a captain of half of the chariots of Baasha to take over and kill Baasha and take over the kingdom from Baasha. Okay. Now it says, so it says his son, I think his son took over. It says, for all the sins of Baasha and the sins of his son, Eli his son. So Eli had took over too and reigned for 2 years. So they didn't even pretty much say too much about Eli. They just was talking about Zimri, the captain, after he died and his son took over for 2 years. I guess the 2-year process of his son reigning, Zimri was plotting to kill or to kill him and take over his place. It says, where is it? I want the one where it talked about how long did he rule. Okay, he reigned for that. Okay, it must be under this. Because it tells you how long. Okay, verse 15. It says, in the 27th year of Asa the king of Judah did Zimri reign 7 days in Tirzah. So he reigned for 7 days, and then they had a war against the Philistines, these Hamite Africans, and then they was pretty much notified that Zimri had conspired and killed the king, so they made Omri the king over Israel. Okay, and so when Zimri heard what had happened, that they had them found him out pretty much, he went in where it says this at verse 18. It says, and it came to pass when Zimri saw that the city was taken, that he went into the palace of the king's house and burnt the king's house over him with fire and died. So he killed himself in the fire. Now, what all of this shows you how the Lord operates when you go into Ecclesiasticus 39, what is it, 28, 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay, fire, hell, famine, death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Lord raised up spirits for vengeance. Okay, when you go into Proverbs 17 and 11, it says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. See, the wicked is going to get another wicked person to be sent to their behind. And this is another example for the nation of Israel when it comes to the whole nation. See, in the midst of the nation, the Lord saw these wicked kings and he raised up another wicked person to kill them. You see, and then uh, it says for the whole nation that he gonna raise up a wicked nation. Was it in Ezekiel 27? Might have been Ezekiel 7. Yeah, Ezekiel 7, I'm going to start at 21. It said, I will give it into the hands of strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil. So the Lord, he rose up the wicked of the earth because he made the earth was made for our sakes, the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He gonna raise up the wicked against us for sinning, the wicked of the earth. Okay, that's why they over there in possession of our land, because this is what it's talking about. It says I'm gonna get right to it. In verse 24, it says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. Okay, so the land of Israel was taken over. All of the Israelites was kicked out, and the Lord sent the wicked of the earth, the worst of the heathen, which is the so-called white man, sent him in there and ran them wicked Negroes out of there. Okay, and just like King Zimri, he brought King Zimri in there just to be that um, wicked king to get rid of another wicked king. And this is what he doing with the Edomites. What Matthew 24 called the Edomites the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place. Because he said in verse 24 of Luke 21, it said, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, talking about the Israelites, and shall be led away captives into all nations. See, descendants of slaves, 16:19. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. See, that's the worst of the heathen coming in to trot down Jerusalem. See, the wicked of the earth, the man of sin, the son of destruction. See, the wicked of the earth, the border of wickedness, these Edomites. The Lord sent the wickedest nation against us, because this is what he do. He raised up spirits for vengeance. Let's get that in Psalm 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is your sword. See, he used the wicked as his sword to punish uh, his people because of their wickedness. So this is not this is not something where the Lord is gonna let you get away with being wicked. And it ain't no accidents that's happening in the earth. See, it just wasn't a coincidence that King Zimri rose up and slew uh, King Basha, because King Basha already had him and his son had a declaration from the Lord that he was gonna kill them and their whole house. Anybody that pissed on the wall, he was gonna kill them. See, and people just don't know how the Lord get down. But King Zimri is a perfect example. See, and he didn't even tell pretty much none of the acts that he did, but that main act right there, that's the part he wanted us to know. That he'll raise up somebody wicked and destroy your behind. And so, let me see what else. And so, pretty much, this is what's gonna happen for the 2/3 of the nation of Israel very soon. The second is 15 and 15. It say, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." See, they gonna die from their unfaithfulness because they participating with this wicked nation. It says, verse 6, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So the wickedness is polluted the earth and these 2/3 Israelites. And so he's going to destroy these people and send plagues for them. Now, and most of these 2/3, they going to go along with the wicked too. They're going to be deceived, but they going to go along with them. And this is what the Lord sent to them. Oh, let's get that in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, we start at verse 10, it says, "With all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, but that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness." See, that's the definition of the 2/3. See, they don't understand. The Lord is going to raise up these Edomites, and this is what Jacob's trouble is going to be all about. The Lord raising up these Edomites and letting them get one of their final lick back, and it's going to be a great tribulation for the Jacob's children. It's going to be Jacob's trouble, a day like no other. And this is what we coming to. And that World War III is just going to be the height of it. You know, in the midst of that World War III happening, Jacob is going to be in deep trouble. And we seeing it at the door as we speaking and moving and going by our daily life. That reward is starting to ramp up, and these Edomites is starting to do like they did in 70 AD when they surround Jerusalem and get ready to siege these 2/3 Negroes, and they not gonna get no help from the white man Edomite Jesus. See, he not gonna save they behind. He gonna be the reason that they gonna be destroyed. But I'm gonna leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shah, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves, scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivity. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.